Hey guys, welcome back to Tech-IVP channel. In last session we have discussed about the Katalon Studio, and in this we have covering introduction, installation process, as well as build a project and run the test script. Today I'm going to share with you basic level of interview question, which strengthen your understanding of the Katalon Studio and automation testing concept. But guys, before we get started, please make sure to like this video if it find helpful for you. Also share it with your tech savvy, and please subscribe to Tech IVP channel for more amazing tutorial and insight. And of course, after this video, please share your thoughts and questions if you have any. I'm really feel happy to answer you. Okay, all right. Now let's start. So first question is. So our first question is, what is Katalon Studio? Okay. So Katalon Studio is a software tool in which we can perform automation testing, and it is a kind of all-in-one test automation tool in which we can do in a single tool we can do web testing, mobile testing, API testing, and desktop application testing. It simplifies test creation and execution with built-in keywords, drag and drop functionality, and support for both script-based and scripting testing. Okay, so hope this answer is satisfactory for you. And the next question is, what are the key features for the Katalon Studio? The key feature for the Katalon Studio is built-in keyword for the common testing actions. In next video I will show you how you have to build the keywords. Support for web, mobile, desktop, and API testing. Integration with CI/CD tools like Jenkins and Git. Record and playback feature functionality. Data-driven testing or parameterized test execution you have to perform. These are the basic features. Next question is, how do you create a new project in the Katalon Studio? So guys, in the last video I was shown you how you have to build a project. Firstly, you have to launch your Katalon Studio, and then click on the file, then click on the next button, sorry, new button, and then project button. After this you get this kind of screen. Okay, here you have to type your project name and directly click on the OK button. Now your project will be built. Okay, so what type of testing can Katalon Studio perform? In Katalon Studio we can perform functional testing, regression testing, API testing, and API is REST and SOAP, both we can do. Mobile testing on both OS, iOS and Android. As well as we can perform desktop application. Next question, what is the role of test case, test suite, and test suite collection? So test case is a single individual script that performs specific test. In last video I was shown you how you have to build a test case and how you have to run this one. So if I talk about the test suite, it is a group of test cases and executed together. Once we have a bunch of test cases and we have to run simultaneously one by one, then it's called test suite. Okay, and test suite collection is a collection in which we have to combine one or more test suites for the border execution, and often these are used for the parallel or cross browser testing execution. Okay, so next one question is, how do you record and play back a test script in the Katalon Studio? So it's a simple, you have to just click on the record button, which is presented by the or highlighted by the red color radio button. So you have to click on this one. After that, a window will be open, and there you have to pass your URL. After that, once everything is recorded, then you have to use run button. This run button is a kind of a play button, play pause button. So you have to click on this one, as well as you have to click, once you have to click on the drop down, then you get a multiple option to launch your browser in which you want to run the test execution. So in this way you have to run your script. Okay, so next question, what scripting language does Katalon uses? Katalon use Groovy language, but you can also use a Java based, because it has flexibility. And if I talk about the Groovy is a scripting language with this Java like syntax. Okay, it's a similar to the Java kind of. Okay, so next question, what are Katalon keywords and how do you create custom one? Guys, we have two types of keyword in the Katalon Studio. First one is a built-in, and second one is custom keywords. Built-in keywords is a kind of like click, send keys. And if I talk about the custom keyword, these are user-defined keywords to extend the functionality. In later video, I will show you how you have to build a custom keywords, which is really helpful for you to perform the test execution and build your test scripts. How does Katalon Studio integrated with CI/CD tools? So this one is integrated of using the command line execution, but majorly DevOps team will perform on this process. So you have to just create a pipeline from the Katalon Studio. After that, integration task is done by the DevOps team, by the infra team. Okay, so these are the basic tools in which you have to perform CI/CD: Atlassian Bamboo, AWS Code Build, Azure, Circle CI, okay, Jenkins, JetBrains. So these are the basic tools in which you have to perform the CI/CD integration. Okay, and the next question: what are the difference between manual mode and the script mode? Manual mode create test case by selecting keywords and defining steps without writing code. In last video, I was done a record and play. So this one is a manual mode where I have to just record and play. I was not write any script. So this one is called manual mode. And script mode, where you have to write some specific programming language using a Groovy language you can use, or you can use Java language. Okay, so just below C we have two screens. First one is a manual, this one, and the second one is scripting. In the manual you have to just see there are the steps, but the same steps are in this screen is also, but the difference is that here you have to be see in the plain text, but there is some programming language text. So these are the difference between manual mode and the script mode. Okay. Next question, how do you handle parameterization testing in the Katalon Studio? It is very important to perform a testing with the multiple data. Then we use a parameterization testing, and in this we have to use a data files, and in data files we have to also provide the checkpoints and map data. Also we can use Excel file, CSV file, or directly we have to connect with the database using the JDBC connectors. Okay. Next question, what is the object repository and how does it help in the test automation? Object repository is a place where we have to store object locators like XPath, CSS selector, etc. Okay. So these are the object repository. Once we have to click any button on the browser, it has some specific attributes and specific ID which is stored in the object repository, through which Katalon Studio communicate with your UI at the web application. Okay, next question, how does Katalon Studio support API testing? So Katalon Studio support both type of the API, SOAP and REST. Okay, define assertion to validate response data as well as automating API test as a part of the test suite. But here we are using the concept of the REST assured. Okay, in later video I will show you how you have to test the API, as well as I will show you how you have to test the mobile application. Okay, and the integration part. Next question, how do you implement assertion in the Katalon Studio? So assertion we can apply using the verify element present, using the verified text. So both you can use. Okay, next question, what challenges you have faced while using Katalon Studio? This question is mostly asked by the interviewer. So there are limited challenges, but yeah, every product or every software have some specific challenges, some specific limitations. So in this complex desktop application testing, once you have to test a desktop application and there is a multiple layers one by one like a tally, it's a really tedious task to test. And some of the software like your media players, so not possible to do test all desktop application. Also performance issue, once you have a large number of test cases, then it will take little bit time to execute. Also use custom keywords and external libraries to extend capability. So custom keyword once you have to create, then you majorly face the challenges. What keyword I have to put here, when it will be used. Okay, and after that optimizing test scripts by using code and modularizing the test case. Code optimizing a really challenging task here, because in current market most of the SDET are aware with the Java Python, not with the Groovy. So this one is a challenging process for a new person. Else we can use the manual mode. Okay, next question, how do you implement assertion in the Katalon Studio? Sorry, not this one. Yeah, sorry. How would you handle non-unique element in the Katalon Studio? So this question is mostly asked in the Selenium interview as well as. So here is also asked this interview question because XPath is a locator which is used most of the time once we have to interact with any web element. So the answer for this question is that XPath with the position or text function we can use, as well as we can use relative based or parent or sibling element. Also we can use the custom keywords like contains, etc. Okay, so this one is the answer for this question. Next question, how do you test application across multiple browser? Guys, this question is related to the parallel test execution. Okay, so in this case you have to be use your test suite collection. Okay, and in the test suite collection you have to run your test suite, and using the different browsers you have to choice, you can choose any browser. It might be Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Safari. Okay, so in just see in the below image I have just highlighted number of browser. Okay, you want to run something in the remote directly, so it has facility. Okay, so next question, how do you integrate Katalon Studio with Jira? So Jira integration is also the part from the infra team. You have to take help from the infra team. What are the credentials they are using as a administrator in the Jira? So you have to provide also the credential. But the simple process, you have to just click on the project, then setting, then plugins. In the plugins, you have to be specified that the URL or it will be connect with the local. Okay. Next question, how does Katalon Studio generate test report. Once you have to be run your test suite, then by default report is generated in the form of HTML, PDF and XML. So this one is a very plus advantage as per the Selenium. So that's why in the first video I was told you it's a really amazing tool. It's very handy tool. Okay. Next question, how would you migrate existing Selenium script to the Katalon Studio? So here again one more flexibility in the Katalon Studio. You have export Selenium script as a Java file in the Katalon Studio, and you have to start working in the script mode as well. So these are the questions, guys. I hope this will be very helpful for you. Please subscribe to get more update. Thank you.